Today, we have come together to both celebrate and share our father's story as we honor his special event and milestone on the cusp of his 90th birthday. Enrico was born in Aielli Alto, L'Aquila, Italy, on May 16, 1933. Aielli Alto is at the foothills of a beautiful mountain town in the Abruzzi region. And there is where his story begins. He was born to parents Maria and Valentino Guidoni and grew up with younger siblings Eva and Mario. In a house filled with love and family, as a young boy, our father had a challenging childhood as he suffered a debilitating accident when he inadvertently picked up an explosive device and lost 2 fingers on his left hand. And then, the devastation of losing his biological mother, Maria, at a very young age. But Enrico was resilient and overcame this with his tenacity and passion for education. He began his career after graduating from engineering in Italy and traveled to Venezuela to work in broadcasting, where he was hired to design TV sets for programs in Spanish. He quickly realized that this was not his passion and accepted a job with an American engineering company. This was what he had studied for all those years. Enrico had to follow his heart and officially began his career in engineering in the lovely hot tropics of Santo Domingo. It was there where Enrico developed his talents and skills for building bridges and infrastructure, for what would become his lifelong vocation in planning and engineering. From Venezuela, he went to direct work in Guatemala and other countries in Central America. In the early 1960s, while visiting his sister Eva, who lived with her family in Cooksville, Ontario, Canada, he met the love of his life, our mother, Velia Teresa Gualtieri. Soon after meeting, they became engaged, married, and started a family with the help of our grandparents, Filomena and Vincenzo Gualtieri. On December 1st, 1963, I arrived, Valeria Fedora Guidoni. And 5 years later, my parents realized how much I needed a playmate, and my sweet sister Maria Valentina Guidoni was born on a snowy winter day on January 26, 1969. Enrico gave up the traveling prior to Maria's arrival, as family was priority. He began a colorful career in Canada at Consumers Gas and then at Ontario Hydro, which would eventually lead him to his formal retirement after 35 years. During those years, he helped with the design of the Niagara Falls turbines and was responsible for the design and solutions for transmission and distribution, which is how we get our electricity today. Maria and I were brought up in a home filled with love, joy, and an encouraging environment that all was possible with the help of the Almighty. Enrico and Velia were, like most immigrant parents, focused on giving us a better life, filled with more education and opportunities than they had experienced. The eternal immigrant story that still holds true to this day. Our parents gave us 2 educations. One was scholastic, and the other was the life experience of learning that only comes from traveling many countries together and eventually on our own. Unfortunately, in 1994, Enrico would lose the love of his life, our mother, Velia, after a long battle with illness soon after seeing me and my sister both graduate and enter our respective careers. Still a young man, Enrico devoted his time and love to my sister and I. He then walked us both, Maria and I, down the aisle during our own marriage ceremonies. After our marriages, Enrico continued to spend lots of time at the family cottage and intermittently fulfill his passion for traveling and embarked on several adventures that would take him across Europe and South America. Exploration, adventure, and walking became his trifecta for traveling, experiencing, and living. Through his many adventures, Enrico would always make the opportunity to reconnect with his family members in Canada, US, Italy, and Argentina. Because, as you all have come to know and understand, familia is everything. Our Father continues to bless Maria Valentina and I with his kindness, generosity, and profound wisdom every day. With his personal hand-carved walking stick, accompanied by a delicious meal at the Mandarin and a healthy lifestyle, our Father Enrico has been a beacon of inspiration and mentor to how we should live our lives, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And having reached the young age of 90, there's no question we should all listen and learn from this incredible and unstoppable man we call Dad. And the warmest gratitude to all of you for joining us here today and for making this blessing, Enrico's 90th birthday, an event where we can share our joy and blessings for this man we call Papa. Happy birthday and bon compleanno, Enrico.